Hey guys, Timmy here, and welcome back to Shindo Life. And today, I'm going to be discussing what I think is going to be coming as one of the next big updates to Shindo Life. So, yeah, you saw the thumbnail, right? I'm basically proposing that they're going to make an Akuma-Jokei Bloodline, because it just makes sense. I mean, think about it. If you really think it's that impossible, just think about how they've made Sharingan with Rengoku before. They've done that, like, what, 2-3 times now? I mean, they essentially know exactly what they're doing. I know it seems like a stretch, but I genuinely feel like that's something they're going to do in the future. Rail Games is kind of known for just combining bloodlines just to make their own specific custom one. Even if it's not really used in any sort of form in the story, they'll just make it anyways. Because, okay, when I'm thinking of combinations, first thing I think of is like first thing I think of is like a Sharingan and Rinnegan. I'm so used to saying Akuma and Rengoku, it's not even funny. But yeah, first thing I think about is Sharingan and Rinnegan. The next thing I think of is Sharingan and Byakugan. That's just what I think of, alright? Honestly. Those two combinations look so sick, and they're just so iconic. They're such iconic eyes. I mean, it makes sense. So what I'm thinking is they're going to do probably an event around this. Kind of like how they've done, like, Forge Rengoku, Davison Goku. Heck, even, the most recent one, which was Shindai Rengoku. They're basically going to do one of those, probably. And I'm thinking it might be like Bankai-Jokei. It might be like Akuma-Jokei. It could be like any of that stuff. It's going to be somewhere in that realm where it's essentially going to be Akuma mixed with Jokai. And I'm thinking, another reason that I'm really thinking this is I was reading one of Rail's tweets the other day. I can't find the specific one. But they did in fact say that the Jokais need a buff. They're talking about how they kind of want to buff Jokais and add a new thing to them. This would be a huge way to do that. So this might not be necessarily highly focused around like actual Akuma stuff. It might be more based around Jokai stuff. But it'll still have some Akuma stuff there. Basically what I'm saying is this is a way for them to add some sort of Jokai bloodline. But it'd also be a mixture of Akuma. And it would just look so sick. But not only that, it'll be super OP. And if that comes out, I'm probably going to have it as my main bloodline. No joke. Because that's just, I don't know, it's so sick. I would genuinely love to have that more than even Shindai Rengoku. I would really love to have that. It also seems like it'd have really, really good combo potential. I don't know how about pure strength, but like think about the combo potential of that. Having something that's not only Akuma, maybe it'll have an auto dodge, but it can also have something that can stun your opponents and like take away their chakra, but then also some other final insane move. And let's not even get started on the mode. It might be like a combination, you know, having like the freaking hand things that like look like freaking wolves, you know what I'm talking about? And then also being able to have Susanoo. I mean, that just seems kind of OP if you ask me. I don't know. They'd have to really get creative with how they can do it, but it would look so sick in the end. And it would make it for a really, really cool event boss. That would be such a huge update, and it might come sooner than you think. So if you guys want this, please do share it around the Rail Games and let them know we are very open to this idea. This is what I would like. If I had to ask for one bloodline in Shindo that's like based on the show, do something like that. That's something I would really love to see. Now, how possible is this? I would say it's actually like a 9 out of 10 possibility. Like, this is like, no matter what, I feel like Rail Games is going to make this an actual thing sooner or later. Because it's just such an obvious thing. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, to be honest. They're probably just kind of waiting until it's time. But I feel like very, very soon they're going to do it, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be probably even more huge than Shindai Rengoku. I don't know what you guys think, but you can let me know in the comments, because I'm really open to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think about this idea? I personally think it is just going to be the coolest bloodline in the game, and I am going to main that. Like, it's going to be my main bloodline no matter what, if that comes out. Of course, unless they make me a bloodline, which I don't think they will. I'm pretty sure they never will. So this would be, like, what I would use, honestly. Having Akuma/Jokai together. I mean, that just sounds so sick, and it would look cool, too. I mean, honestly, that's like, pretty much all I would want. So, that's my thoughts on it. But you guys can tell me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, do you guys have any other bloodline ideas? I mean, I'm really open to hearing those, and maybe even discussing them if they're likely enough. This is one of those ones I just think is so likely that I need to talk about it. I genuinely think it's going to happen soon. I don't know how soon. It could be next week for all I know. But I think it's going to come very, very soon. And I think it's going to be huge. And I'm going to love it. I will literally do so many videos on that. I will make combos on that. I mean, it would just be insane. Because it's just such classic, I don't know. What would you call it? Not really bloodlines. Genkais, I guess. They are just such classic Genkais. I would love it, honestly, having two of those combined. Actually, when I was a kid and I used to play Naruto games on Roblox, that was literally what I used. Because even though Rinnegan's really cool, I don't know, I was always a fan of like that white and red look. It's always been my favorite. And it would also fit my character much better than having the Rinnegan and Sharingan, to be honest. I know I have like this red and blue eye thing going on here, but it's just because it looks cool. Eventually, I'll probably replace it, but just for now, I'm keeping it. It looks pretty sick. If you guys want to know how to customize your eyes, I made a whole video on that. You can go check that out. But I just really feel like that's going to be coming soon. Because, I mean, Rogue Games is going to eventually run out of ideas, and that's, like, such an obvious one. And it'd be such a good one for an event boss. I don't see why not. Like, why wouldn't you do that? I would pay money just to have that. Like, that's how much I would want that. But really, guys, that's about it for this video. I just really wanted to make a concept saying, like, hey, what if they did Akuma and Jokai together? I mean, it's a pretty huge idea, to be honest. And like I said, that's just basically how I think it would happen. It might just be a normal bloodline, but I would think it'd be an event because it's just such a major thing. It's two bloodlines combined. Rogue Games kind of just knows when they're doing stuff like this. When they know it's going to be a big deal, they make it an event and they make it an even bigger deal. So, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Let me know if there's a bloodline or idea that you have that you want some other people to know. And share this around Rogue Games if you do like this idea. And we'll see what happens. I don't know if they ever will, but this is just my speculation. I think it's very possible. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and become a part of the Fusion Army. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fusion Timmy, signing out.
朝の光また照らし出すこの世界途切れた約束だけ一人抱えてまぶたの昨日だけ追いかけた Stay high 忘れてたよこんなに透き通ったスカイブルーきっと君がくれた Do you feel 輝きいつか繋いだ手の強さに傷ついても絶対離さないよ Dear friends このままずっと I've never